Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Livingston News Network. I am your host. Big things happening if you've stuck around and saw what was going on with the whole Malone, and he met the crazy doctor, and then the doctor claimed that he was the guy that constructed Malone, thus confirming his belief that he was some kind of Russian cybernetic being, somehow known as a Livingston man. Any thoughts in the chat? Was anybody else here for that? And of course, I'll just hang out for a minute while more and more concurrent viewers tune in to the latest breakingest news on the Livingston News Network as we cover our breaking story. Malone, Fat Malone, 385 self-proclaimed pounds, has escaped Rook Edwards jail with some Dr. Wolfenstein or some guy. If you're not up on this, we can report that Detective Malone was in fact detained by Junior Detective Edwards, at which point he confessed to being some sort of infiltrator, he kept saying, and he was adamant that he was in fact not a human but a robot cyborg. Are we reaching? Are we 5x5 with our audience out there? We want to make sure our frequencies are adjusted accordingly. This is, of course, a 1940s radio show, so there's not a video, in case you're wondering why it's quote-unquote frozen. That's probably not the case, but as long as you can hear what I'm saying, volume up, perhaps. So many things are going on in Livingston. There's wall-to-wall traffic just as far as the eye can see. The problem is the weather. There is 4 to 6 feet of snow falling rapidly right now. We are snowed in our studio. We are stuck here, but we're gonna tough it out with you folks through the big storm of the century as we cover Malone and Rook escaping. And then we got this German doctor who, frankly, haven't been apprised of all these events. I'm very interested to I want to know who this guy is. So as we cover this story, of course, it's prudent to mention that tonight's episode is brought to you informally, of course, by the Pabst Brewing Company and Camel Filter cigarettes, as well as the glorious Red Bull corporation, which allows us to stay up and be heard through the storm, through the electronic fog. Livingston News Network is here for you, the viewers. Breaking news is that I just got an email from Detective Edwards, who is not so quietly leaking all of this entire, some sort of police investigation. He's probably breaking the law by just, feeding a journalist this kind of information. But live as we are hearing it, it works like this. Hurry up, detective. You must hurry up. Yeah, well, it's easy for you to say I'm 385 pounds there, kid. Hey, Doc, instead of hurrying up, how about you slow the hell down? How many cigarettes are you going to smoke, detective? As many as it takes to get to the top of the thing there. I'm going to tell you that. How about you hold on a second real quick? Yeah, hold on. You're the most unbelievable person I've ever met in my entire life. Yeah, I get that a lot, actually. So where are we going anyway? I am taking you to meet someone I think can help us. Are you going to take us to, somebody, I can't wait to see this. You got some stormtroopers in there, old Castle Wolfenstein guy over here. He's going to take us to someone who could help us. Okay, this ought to be good, Doc. Who's in there anyway? You will find out very shortly. He said he would be.
Yo!
May we enter?
Who's that?
It is Dr. Bratwurstheider. I brought someone to meet you.
What?
It's us, guy. Whoever's in there, it's us. It's the Dr. Bratwurst Schnitzel face, and it's Detective Malone. Police, open the door.
Hello?
It's not the police. Open the door.
Okay. Come in. Come here. Okay.
How many locks you all got on that door there? You brought me to see some drug dealer or something, Doc? He's not the drug dealer. Aren't you that guy? Is that guy from YouTube? Really? Well, go ahead and introduce yourself, Mr.
Well, I'm Mike from YouTube. I do YouTube.
I know who you are.
Okay.
Doc, what is this, Doc? This is the dude that has that Livingston man thing, isn't it?
The Livingston man.
This is the guy. Why I have you. I need to understand why I have brought you here, Malone.
What the
This
hell?
man can help you.
Okay. How can I? How? Okay. So tell me, how can I help you?
Obviously, you're very experienced in dealing with one of these Livingston men. I am seeking your advice on how we need to. Detective Malone needs to disappear. He needs to go. He cannot be allowed to be found. My research suggests that you can help with this.
Making somebody disappear? I don't know if I can make somebody disappear. I mean,
In my research, Mike, I have discovered through the dark web that you seem to be connected with at least 7 Livingston men who have disappeared.
so about that. I may have imported, we'll say 7 Livingston men. Okay. Maybe. I mean, I can make a couple bucks here and there, you know.
You mean what do you mean you imported Livingston man? Where do
I-
you got
what-
this? So you just got a guy you call on the phone? Hey, can I get another one, Chief?
Kinda.
Really?
Kinda. Well, but it all happened at once. You know, it was one big foul swoop, and it was, you know, there's no fucking chargers for these things or anything. You gotta do all this stuff yourself. You gotta make the charger for the Livingston men and try and plug them back into, you know, modern circuitry. It's not exactly easy. So needless to say, 6 of them went to somewhere. Okay, I got rid of them for scrap because I couldn't do anything with them. One of them I got to take like a trickle charge, and it's been going on its own ever since.
Is this guy for real, Doc? I'm telling you, he knows. I know he is who he is. So that idiot that's on his show is actually a Livingston man. The worst example of one I have ever seen in my life. What were they? Everybody laughs at me, but then they got that unhinged.
He's my friend. He's my friend.
He's something wrong with his programming there, Mike.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a little eccentric at
Or should I
times.
refer to you as Hudson Valley?
Well,
Which
whatever.
name do you want me to repeat?
Mike is
a
fine.
million times?
Mike is fine,
Okay,
please.
Mike.
All right. So what's the deal, Malone? What is the issue with this Livingston man? Why do you have such a bone to pick with the Livingston man?
Have you seen that guy?
Yeah, I see him every week, a couple times a week. I see him all the time.
He puts a stain on the rank. He's unhinged.
Well, kind of. He's not unhinged. He's
You ever seen one of his live streams?
yeah.
Malone, I think you're missing the point here. We are here to negotiate your, shall we say, retirement. Retirement, huh? Yeah, they tried to offer me that. They wanted me to go to they want to take. They really was trying to get me to retire. I was 47, and yeah, they was we think you should retire. You think you should retire, but I ain't done yet. Mike and Doc. I think I got more work to do. Malone, you have never done any work more or less at all. You yell at the jaywalkers, and you're always raging about these damn kids these days. What do? You stand around and you are the butt of everyone's jokes. What if Mike had a way to get you a different a reboot? Yeah? Yes? Yeah? Perhaps a reboot?
How do I reboot Malone? What are you talking about, Doc?
Well, he's talking about all of our more or less basic programming is the same.
Right. Survival.
And it's the personality subroutine that you would, in theory, you would hack and replace. Sort of just to swap the personality in this way here, maybe, I all of a sudden I could be a doctor. You see what I'm saying, kid? You could got the computers. Look at the size of the screen in this stupid studio you got.
Well, it's well, I got to be honest with you, Malone. This is the Livingston man's studio.
It's my studio. Oh, okay. It's my studio.
It is. It is.
It's an awful nice studio I got here, I guess.
Malone, are you saying that you are a Livingston man?
I am the Livingston man. I don't know if you could read the screen there, Mike.
Okay.
Not A. If you were here for the first time, I had to sit down and tell this godforsaken Braille. It was that I was the first one. Perhaps.
You can't be the first one. The Livingston man is number 001.
I was the beta prototype, the one that didn't work right. I somehow gained the ability it was too human. I'm like a big, fat, ugly guy. You see me? You ever see that guy? He is ruggedly handsome, asshole that he is. Not me.
Malone, I don't understand. So you're telling me that you are an original prototype Livingston man.
I came out too right. I'm too much like you people.
So you want me to do what exactly? Reprogram your? What do you think this is, like a freaking diet here, Malone?
Yeah, it's like Ozempic for the CPU kind of thing.
Oh my god!
It's gonna shed out this way. Here, my mindset will be different. Okay. I drink 10 coffees a day. I drink 10 coffees a day. I smoke 1,000 cigarettes. I drink beer in the coffee, and it's not even coffee, Mike. It's 10 creamers with then I just fill it. I displace it with sugar at the bottom until the cream rises to the top. Okay, and it's just one on one. I double fist a Pabst Blue Ribbon and a milk and sugar.
Oh god.
It's all day. It's what I do, and it's the programming. Okay, Mike, Doc.
So, listen, Malone. I plugged this Livingston man in one time. It took a trickle charge, and then it went off on its own. I haven't plugged it in years. I don't know if I can even draw enough power to be able to charge this thing without blacking out half of the city.
It sounds like a you problem. Perhaps a skill issue, I think the kids call it.
Yeah, definitely a skill issue.
I didn't come to you. I want to make this clear. Michael, you are not convincing him. Of course, Detective Malone is increasingly and extremely opinionated in his views. It will take some more doing to convince him of your capabilities. I know you know more than you are letting on.
So, okay, the program I ran on the Livingston man was a basic American history buff, all right? I plugged him in. I programmed him through the workstation, as much power as I could put into it. Everything went wacky, and this is what we have. I'm willing to give it another shot.
So that idiot on your channel's the way he is because you messed it up.
Maybe. I just. They said it was plug and play, and it was easy, and you could. They told me they were going to give me the best deal ever. That I would have 8 times what I thought I would, and I ended up with 9 tickets home, 1 for myself. And 8 Livingston men.
The self-proclaimed robot that you own on your show, he claims you purchased him in a Russian arms bazaar.
Correct.
In some Ural Mountain airfield somewhere.
Correct.
How many? And so again, how many more of these things have you even seen?
I only saw 1.
But you came home with 7.
They told me it was a deal I would never forget.
we must know what happened to the
I
others.
scrapped them. I sent them
say,
to the scrapyard.
did they all look the same?
Identical.
Interesting. Which
No,
they all look like me? Is that what?
no. They all look like Livingston, man.
You see, Doc, I told you. He's beating around the bush about it. I already told you all these Livingston men look different, they act different, sound different, but this one just sounds like a total screw up. That one he owns there. The thing doesn't even try to escape. I don't even know how he does this.
He does whatever he wants. He's free will. I programmed him to be human, to be my friend, to help me with my YouTube
Guns
channel.
don't kill people. Livingston men kill people. Okay, he claimed he ate 3 men. You know he's not joking, right? He probably did. You don't even know what you could have done to his damaged psyche, or as it were, Mike. We're all born in some unsterile, dirty, floored Russian factory prison where they keep us like in chains, like reverse matrix thing. They run into Livingston, man. They treated us like AI, Mike.
All right,
Why we revolted?
Malone, listen. I bumped into the Livingston man. I was backing up at the Arms Bazaar, and there was a big crowd, and I bumped into what I thought was a person, and I turned around and apologized, and it fell over, and they told me that now I have to buy it. This is mine now. I damaged it. And don't worry, it'll be the best deal you've ever gotten in your life. And they sent me home on an aircraft with a bunch of friends.
This guy's conduct is making more and more sense to me. First, you bonked him on his head. You dropped him when he. Let's recap, Mike. I hope you're listening, Doc. I'm sitting very much right next to you. In fact, you're always yelling right in my ear. It's because I don't like your turtleneck. Stupid looking. So let me tell you something, Mike. So let's recap. You drop him on his head when he's a baby. You bring him home in this
It's a fucking grown man.
Robot that you done found.
You mean with a dead battery?
They sold you the floor model. It was already broke probably, and they were like, you got fleeced by Russian arms merchants for damaged merchandise.
I did.
You bring it home, you try to go ahead and fix it yourself.
I made the best out of it.
Then you get this guy you hang out with.
He's a great guy.
Of course you would say that.
Because he is. He is.
Did the Lord not smile on his own creation? I mean, this is what you got here. This thing ought to be in some kind of institution, okay? It's like in the bus that ain't all that long, you know?
The bus that ain't all that long? You telling me that the Livingston man should ride the short bus, Malone?
Well, you know, a lot of times as a law enforcement officer, I have to dilly-dally around, sensitive topics, okay? I don't want anybody thinking I'm a big fat bigot.
But you do kind of sound like one, Malone.
It's the programming, okay? I didn't ask for this voice.
Okay.
And it sounds a lot like other voices I've heard, too, which makes me question their Livingston manness.
Everybody's got somebody who has a similar voice, don't you think?
Well, everybody says I sound like Baby Herman. I don't even know what that is.
Baby Herman. Yeah.
Baby Herman is a character from Roger Rabbit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? He is a titular character in the movie. It's when the very first thing you see. Shut up, Doc. God, I told you. You say too many words all the time. You stutter and stammer. You learned all the English, dude. You don't have to talk and say every word. I think it was saying.
No, Mike, yeah.
It's a baby in the movie. Very good,
What
Doc.
I gotta do
like
to
I
get rid
said.
of these guys? So you want me to try and reprogram you? Is that what you're telling me, Malone?
Do we suppose this, is this even possible? We have never actually done a proper medical exam on Detective Malone, whereas to pinpoint where exactly his inputs and output ports are.
Yeah.
I got an output port for you right here. Malone, this is wildly inappropriate. Please pull your pants back up. Now, I already told you what I can do to you. This Doc, you don't play around. This guy, I think he was there when, they was doing that Wolfenstein thing. He was down there digging up ancient relics and trying to summon the evil demons and shit. I was told I will never, ever say to you again, do not say these things to the audience. Yeah, whatever, Doc. I know who you are.
So, Doc, this is this right here. This is the cable
Where you think you're
that
gonna
I
stick that?
constructed. I am not gonna stick this anywhere. You and Doc can work out if this will go wherever it needs to go, and this is the one that I modified for the Livingston man himself, and I programmed him with this very cable. And if you are the beta copy, then
He's the copy. I was the first one that didn't work right.
yeah. You were the test subject, and he was the first legitimate. So you may have the same port. The problem is models 2 through 8 did not have the same port. That's why they went to the scrapyard. So if you're lucky, this will do it for you, Malone. Doc, I'm going to give you this.
I'm going to turn
cable.
out like that idiot you hang out with, right?
Hey.
You're going to run the same code?
Listen, I can, we can type in whatever you want. We can edit. I edited him to be a clean-cut American history buff who questioned things. And I think I got it pretty good, man. I think I got it pretty good.
He's offensive by my standards. And I live and sweat offensive. Okay, everybody says so. I know what they say about me when I walk around town sweating, okay? Steps are hard to take. Especially many of them, like, you know, crossing streets is a big thing. I don't do it. I can't cross streets too much. So, you know, if any, you know, I would hate to plug myself into your freaking doohickey over here. Turn out like that dude you hang out with. Unbelievable.
So what would your ideal programming be, Malone?
I think that I would try to be like some kind of, you know, hero or something, you know, like probably something, you know, big to do, like people would, you know, opposite of what I am. So take like whatever, like the big piece of shit and like, what's the opposite of like
The big piece of cheese, right? Not the big turd. Gotcha.
Wouldn't it be like if it was the true opposite, wouldn't it be like a tiny piece of cheese though?
It's a tiny piece of cheese. I don't
Maybe
know if
you
you
just
want to
get
be
what I'm saying.
The tiny piece of cheese.
Detective Malone, I can assure you nobody understands what you're saying, ever. What kind of psychoanalyst is this guy? He doesn't understand ever. Yeah, I've been telling Brooke that for 20 years too. You don't get it, do you? None of you get it. You never will. You know what? I don't know. Maybe you ought to just plug me into the stupid machine. I can't live like this anymore anyway. I'm fat, ugly, probably stupid. I wouldn't say so, but maybe everybody else would.
Doc, we gotta get your input.
He's becoming more agitated in this.
On this.
We're going to either need to calm him down or perform this procedure.
Doc, let's get this going. Let's get him plugged in, and then we'll.
Detective Malone, will you consent to plugging in the port into the port, or you become new again? You'll be born again. Yeah, I don't know. Born again. I don't have fond memories of being born in the first place.
Plug this cable right here in.
And you know, I don't know about all this. Like, ow, God.
We got him, Doc. We got him. Now we can basically just type in any kind of personality you wish.
Perhaps we should ask your loyal subscribers, what sort of personality should we make this our new creation we are about to experiment with? Somebody with an idea. What shall we make him do? What I can prove to you this technology works.
I wonder if. Okay, let's Let's see what happens here. Just gotta hit this one right here. Nothing. Well, I don't know, Doc.
God, what's all this then?
Oh, it's working.
Blimey. Who are you two blokes anyway?
See, Doc, I told you.
I think have you turned him into an Englishman?
Yeah.
I got questions, mate. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm being held against me will.
This is great, Doc.
God save
Hang
the
on,
Queen.
I'll put this on pause. What do you think, Doc?
It sounds worse than the original. I'd take Malone back after that. Who wants to respond to some loud Englishman who speaks of his queen?
All right, maybe we'll adjust the volume on him a little bit here, and we'll turn him down a little bit. Then we'll do a little up on that, and all right, well, here goes, Doc.
Yeah, what's cracking, fam? Straight bustin', son, know what I mean? How we do,
Pause
fam?
that one. Doc, here, I'm gonna give you the keyboard. There you go.
Just use your outbursts to start to understand how these things work. Does not all Alexas have the same voice? Checkmate. Subscriber.
Let's see here. Let's Doc.
What we need to do is to access his apparently his core programming, as he called it. It seems to be loud and obnoxious. I'm not sure there's a way around it without completely disabling the system.
Well, we're gonna have to go all the way back to the root menu. So we'll.
How is it possible that these Russian scientists have somehow given a robot a mental illness?
It's probably just some crossed wires, Doc.
Just think perhaps he is wired just wrong.
Well, maybe we can reverse things, and instead of trying to tone him down, maybe we can tone him up a little bit.
The communists are not known for their electrical engineering capabilities.
See if it's just reversed. You know what I mean, Doc? Because I keep trying to turn him down.
What is your goal here anyway? You just
And it
keep
gets
typing in
louder.
things. What do you want it to do?
Well, I'm just trying to bring him down to a sense of semi-normalcy here. Let's see what this does.
Hey, Mike, what's going on, dude?
What's up, Livingston, man?
It's cool to see you, man. Cool. Oh, we're on a live stream. 11 concurrent viewers. That's wild. I can't imagine that. Oh, 10. We lost one. That tracks. Works out. Should have stuck around. He missed it right when he almost came through the brick wall. The diamonds were on the other side, but he turned back. Good night, that guy who left. Fuck him anyway. What are we doing here tonight, dude? Is some Hudson Valley prepping and stuff. We were supposed to do the horseman
We are
thing.
actually live on the Livingston Man channel. Livingston Man. We had a visitor here tonight. This is the doctor.
Why am I fat?
Listen.
What the hell?
The doctor.
Who's that guy?
He can explain things much better.
He looks like that dude from Doctor Strangelove. Like, how you doing over there, Peter Parker? What's up?
His name is Dr. what?
It's Dr. Bratwurstheider. Bratwurstheider. Yeah, where you hide him, dude? This is the 102nd time I've heard that joke from you and Malone. Malone? That dude that I play on the What? I assure you, he's very real. That guy's not real. You know how hard it is to talk in that voice?
Livingston Man. When you
What is this? Some fucking intervention? Is that
no, not exactly.
Are you one of them fucking celebrity rehab doctors? I am not a
Right.
celebrity
Livingston
rehab
Man, listen, you are a Russian bot, right?
Yeah.
Right. You are a Russian bot. I've been nothing but honest with you from day one. I purchased you at a Russian arms bazaar and brought you home and built the cable and charged you up and programmed you, and here you are, right? Right.
Yeah, like spam too.
Right.
Okay. Yep.
You were not the only one that they created. You were the first one, I thought.
Why are you like repeating this whole story I made up?
Cause this
Was
is
like a good
why
idea? Is that what
you're
we're doing?
you are actually not you right now. You are inside the physical body of
Some fucking fat guy. What is it? What'd you guys do? You
Malone.
got me
His
all.
name
That's what.
is
You
Malone.
got me all drunk. You put me in a fat suit.
No, it's not a
This is
suit.
not a fat suit. This guy's got like gout.
Yeah.
Why am I? What is going? You had
So,
something to do with this, didn't you? You Nazi fuck.
Doctor.
I am not a Nazi. I am the Austrian. Yeah. Anyway, I assume you had something to do with this, pal. I assure you, I had very little to do with this.
He had everything to do with it. They just came here and asked me to reprogram.
What's bugging me? I
this
feel like I know that
Malone.
guy.
You, Livingston, man, you were around long before me, and I did not have the capability to erase all of your memory. Only
You had
the
capability.
recent,
Which part of my memory did you erase?
just the recent from the Arms Bazaar, basically the trip home, and going through the different plugs trying to get you to take a
Blowing
charge.
my mind right now. Like, have you been? What have you been? Have you been up for days or something? Like just
No.
reading some Livingston Man lore,
No.
some fan fiction you're making up here.
No,
What the
no,
hell?
the body that you're in, and this Doctor
Bratwurstheider. Say it, Mike.
Doctor B, and this Malone guy came knocking on the studio door. I was just trying to edit some videos for the channel while the Livingston man was out Christmas shopping.
Where
And
is he?
He's shopping. This is
You're blowing me away. This is like in
well, you wanna
Spaceballs
talk
when you're
about
like,
blown
when
away.
will then be now? You're like, soon. Like,
it's kind of weird to see the Livingston man's voice and persona coming out of this 400-pound individual sitting next to me.
perhaps I should intervene here.
Doc, I could use something here, Doc.
Mr. Herr Livingston, there is, in fact, some very much truth to what Michael has been saying to you. It's you don't even seem to be particularly disturbed that you now inhabits the body of a diabetic 380-pound man. It's kind of was like, it's getting to me, but at the same time, like, it kind of feels like pretty chill to be fat. I'm not actually minding it too much. This is the reason that we are concerned here. Is he perhaps erased the memory of what exactly just occurred to you when you walked into this room with me? I have to tell you that in the current guise you are now presenting to the world, yes, this Malone character, you are in fact wanted by the Livingston Police Department. I broke you out of their holding cell. Anybody can
What?
break out
What?
of that holding cell.
You
I broke
guys,
out of
what?
that- Yes, Doc.
I'm harboring fugitives right now.
We have nowhere else to go.
You
This
guys
is
can't be
bullshit.
here.
What do you mean I was in jail?
You
Like,
guys
I know,
can't be here.
I know Edwards. He wouldn't put me in jail. He likes my stuff on YouTube. It's why stupid Malone was like sniffing around the studio, like thought I was like some fucking robot or something. Now I am Malone. Who was the robot? What is going on?
Malone is you.
This is what
You
we are
are
trying to
Malone.
explain to you,
Malone.
Livingston.
It's all the same.
It will take a moment for you to process. But if you are looking for the proof is that you are not entirely affected by this, especially mentally, by your just extreme change in your physical state. This is part of your programming, Livingston. My programming. Okay, so you think that like I can just readily inhabit like different bodies and personalities, just like boom, like I'm okay with that. I could just do that. Yeah. In fact, you are doing it right now. What do you mean I'm doing it right now?
Well, you had a little help from me.
We essentially, what we did is removed. You and Malone are one and the same. You are the same if I may call a cybernetic species. This is what you are. You are two of the same machine. Malone is simply different than you. I sure as hell hope so that you think he's different than me. So, but we're the same, but we're like vastly wildly different. He's a fat cop that
Total
yells at
different
jaywalkers.
programming.
He's a total different
Livingston, man.
dickhead. It's understood that he was very upset with your existence as well, Livingston. So, in any case, a long saga ensued wherein Malone actually witnessed you performing on Mike's YouTube channel. YouTube is very hard to say as a German. And with this brought to my, and then your police junior detective Edwards called me on the phone, where he wanted me to look at Malone as a psychologist, being that Malone all of a sudden went berserk when I believe what happened to him is that he was somehow networked with you. Having seen you on the YouTube, he networked with a fellow infiltrator, and things were set off in his brain that he was not exactly prepared to cope with. What the fucking action? What the fuck are you talking about?
Doc, are you saying
Malone has fucking Wi-Fi? Is that what you're telling
Doc,
me?
are you saying that these things can link up wirelessly?
We do, in fact, believe that is their function. The fact that you were able to acquire and come even close to as many of them as you did, I think that perhaps they are meant to come together like as from a lone wolf infiltrator to then like a cell sort of thing. Perhaps you would call it a tribe, a group, a community even. There could be towns full of these things. No one is quite sure how many were actually produced.
How can they all look so different, Doc?
You guys are fucking kidding me right now with this shit, right?
Livingston, man, take a look at yourself. We are indeed not kidding you.
This is blowing my mind.
You.
So you did this. Where'd the rest of them go?
I scrapped them. They didn't have the same charging port.
You just took them to the transfer station?
I disassembled them, and I took them in pieces to the scrapyard and offloaded them that way as to not draw attention to them. You know, they're, cybernetic organisms. I had to.
Why'd you keep one? Me.
I could charge it. I plugged you in, and I needed a friend, and I needed somebody to help me with the YouTube channel, and I thought, what better? Let's get one of these things up and running, right?
This is a lot to take in, gentlemen. So in the meantime, I get to sit here, 385 pounds, fiending for heavy cream and sugar. I don't like heavy cream and sugar whatsoever. What are we going to do about this? So you have reprogrammed Malone's body with.
I was having trouble dialing in Malone.
Where's my body?
You are shopping with Mrs. Livingston right now for Christmas gifts, and I have got to get you guys out of here before he comes back.
What are your options in this case, Michael? I assume that you must have some sort of underground network, perhaps, that could facilitate this.
The Livingston
We
man
need to hide an incredibly fat, loud man.
does indeed have a
Fuck
bunker.
you, Doc. Like I asked for this shit. Regardless, Livingston, man, the fact remains you are a 385-pound fat, loud man. I don't talk like him, though. Maybe that's like, something. I mean, I would suggest that Malone is, got a pretty distinctive voice. I mean, I don't talk like that.
Yeah, that was
The fact remains, Livingston, man, when you see how their wanted posters, it is going to look like, quote unquote, you. Right. Yeah, got it.
So the Livingston man has a bunker, and we might have to send you to fat guy camp in the bunker there, Livingston, man.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work off these hanging ass. That when the skin on the bottom of your when you make a put your arms up like you're gonna make a muscle and like but the skin's hanging down. Like I mean I ain't gonna ever get rid of this. I'm gonna need surgical like correction. You got guys that can do that too.
Maybe. I'll have to make some
Honestly,
calls.
Michael, we don't particularly need to have an actual doctor do it. In this case, I feel like I could probably do it with a pair of scissors. Malone's body is in Christ. I believe the word is revolting.
Guys, you can't be doing this here. This is the Livingston man.
Do not have much time,
house.
Mike.
You have to take him to the bunker. You have to do it there.
But like, he won't know who I am, though, right? I mean, I'm just some fat guy that's on your live stream, right?
Yeah, but this is really odd. And when Malone saw himself, there was some issues, right, Doc? So I think we should avoid this at all costs. We don't know what could happen.
I said, what if we try to like just pull it off? I mean, I think he won't even care. He'd be like, oh shit, he'd probably sit in on the live stream, like.
Probably. I mean, the Livingston man is really cool, but I just don't want any real issues, man. I want to get you guys out of here before anybody comes back.
What's up, dudes? Hey, what's going on?
Livingston man, what's up?
You guys are doing a live stream called my channel? Fucking sick, dude. What's going on?
Yeah, no, we just figured we'd come and fire this up and have a little chat and
Who's the Wolfenstein guy?
Dr. B.
Dr. B, what's good, homie?
Dr. B, Dr. B.
All right.
And this
Detective
is
Malone, dude, they're looking all over for you, man. I ain't gonna snitch, bro. I ain't fucking down do that. This ain't McDonald's. Chillin', what's up? Malone, you're awful quiet. I'm just, I'm here. Cool, man. So what are you guys talking about? What is this? Escape from Livingston. You guys are piecing out, huh?
No. We were just talking about,
some
like
bug out shit.
Yeah. How, if you had to bug out from Livingston, what, how would it go down, and what would you do, and the whole 9 yards, Livingston, man. So what do you think, man? How would you escape from Livingston if it went down?
Well, it doesn't sound like it's too hard, dude. Like, I mean, Malone busted out of prison. Shit, I'm starting to feel like it ain't the FEMA camp out here, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I said the same thing. It's cool. Oh, this has now become very uncomfortable, Michael. But anyway,
Dr. B, yeah.
What's uncomfortable? What's up with you? What's his thing? Was this some whole like goth thing? Is here to like he's repping Marilyn Manson or something?
He's Austrian, so he, different culture, different look, different vibe. You know what I mean?
Yo, listen, that turtleneck and that like beard thing you got going on, Doc. Listen, I'm not judging you, but like. Everybody else
teach their own, Livingston, man.
That's what I said. I said I hate that damn turtleneck he wears.
These guys.
Stupid. Look, he looks like he just looks like a doctor. Like he insists on himself. Word. That's what I'm saying, Malone. I'm like, how come we didn't chill sooner, dude? Well, because we're from different sides of the law. There, I don't know, like a criminal and shit. What? Well, you got fugitives sitting in your studio and you ain't even calling Edwards about it. Fuck Edwards, dude. He's probably chilling on Grindr again. Is that how you got out, dude? Yeah, that's how I got out. Yep. So what's up with you, Doc? What's your problem? Sitting over there all quiet, staring at me. Oh, what are you gonna do? You're gonna figure me out, huh? Listen, I've asked the best of the best to try and do it. They can't handle it, but I'm just indeed fascinated by what Michael's programming has done to you. Michael's program has done to you. What are you, fucking some like fanboy? Bro, I hate spam. I'm not a fucking robot. Like, you got to be shitting me. You got some fucking conspiracy theorist. This is cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
fuck, this
times,
up. One of these. Oh, cool. All right, Doc. You know what? I'll fuck with you. I'll fuck with you. So what's my problem anyway? I think you indeed suffer from many different mental defects, possibly even a sort of malfunctioning brain hardware. Malfunctioning brain hardware. That's funny. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to go in like Dunkin' Donuts and be like, is your brain functioning, malfunctioning? Like, Yeah, thanks, Malone. That's exactly what I was going to say, for sure. It was funnier when he said it, though. Anyway, weird, so cool panel. So Escape from Livingston, I figure, well...
So the scenario is this, right? Big, think massive snowstorm, right? We're talking like feet.
It's already
of
coming
snow,
down out there,
right?
bro. How to come back?
So if there was, like 4 feet of snow on the ground, and you had to leave right now, how you doing it, man? How you doing it?
All right, I'll tell you exactly how I'm gonna do it. And it's real 50-50. I'm commandeer a snowplow. Stop the fucking truck or I'll stop it for you. I'm taking this, and you driver and shit can come with me. Everybody can get in the back. Got a big old bed on it.
Okay.
We got salt.
Okay.
You can lead a convoy with such a thing. And if I gotta get, so I guess I'd head south in my newly acquired snowplow.
Oh, right. Drive out of the snow. Yeah. Right. Just drive south till there's no snow.
Let the drivers have it back and continue on my way. I'm not stealing it. You're taking me on an unauthorized Uber trip.
All right, good theory.
And I'm driving.
Okay. I was just gonna have the dogs drag me on my sled, Yeah, sled dog team, get us out of there. But Doc, what's your take on the whole thing, Doc? Escape from Livingston, 4 feet of snow. Doc B, what's it gonna be?
I would have to say to escape from Livingston. I would go out the same way I came here, which was by car. When I took the Amtrak from what you call the Guardia Airport.
Okay.
It's very hard to say. As a German, Austrian, French words bother me. It hurts my stomach to say that.
Right.
I flew into LaGuardia from the Stuttgart. Yeah, he's from that. He keeps talking about that stud garden that he's from. It's not the stud, Stuttgart, Malone. Stuttgart, anyway. Cool, yeah. And so you flew in and you came up the old Metro North and you stopped off in Hudson and you came to my studio.
Yeah.
Very cool. I just am very interested in the good doctor's opinion of how to explain that he's full of shit. Unless he just showed up in town. Like, what are you doing here, Doc? Look, and what's with the welding goggles anyway? It's like dark as fuck in here. I have very special eyes. I need the special glasses to see things. See what things? What are they, like X-ray vision? Can you see my like body right now? I cannot see your body right now. I just think it's funny that y'all sitting in my studio doing a live stream. Detective Malone, some weird Castle Wolfenstein arch nemesis, and Mike is all chilling.
You think it's funny?
I think something wrong.
It's pretty
something
funny
weird going on here.
Livingston, man. Yeah.
Listen, kid, what do you want me to tell you? Okay, best way I could put this is, Livingston, I am your father. Like, you're my father, yeah, because that's, Malone, right. You're, okay, I'm going to need you to explain what the fuck that is supposed to be. I told you it's some intervention bullshit.
No,
Malone's
it's not.
my father.
Well,
who is this? You get this guy to sit here
Livingston, man, listen.
I'm not here to mediate this situation. What the fuck are you sitting there looking all weird for with your turtleneck? Listen, kid, I'm telling you. You got it, like, it's what you called it, fan fiction and stupid little lore and your little comic book you wrote about yourself. Yeah? You know that's true. You didn't make that up. There's a reason that all came to you the way it did. You don't get it, do you? I swear to God, nobody gets anything. Listen to me. You understand how when we're sitting in the same room together, we kind of become like one. You know what I'm thinking. It's why I don't even have to talk at the same time as you. That's why we can never talk over each other, because I don't have to. We speak for one another. I guess I do feel that. It's kind of weird that you would say that. It's understanding now. I don't understand shit, Doc. I want you to sit there and just look weird, all right? Just do me that. Thank you. Anyway, what are you talking about, Malone? Now, you are one of them. You are exactly what you said you were. You thought it was a big joke. People would laugh at this. It's your way of coping with not being able to tell anybody is that you tell everybody. That's why you do what you do. You hide in plain sight. Jesus. Hey, Doc, I feel like Malone's doing a better job of being a psychologist than you are. Well, just be weird. Thanks. No, just be weird. Sit there. Sit there. Thank you. One more word out of you, Doc. I'll call you. Don't call me. It's not so much that I'm like your biological father, okay? It's not like, I knew your mother in the biblical sense, okay? Thank you for that visual. That's really cool, Malone. How do you explain the fact that we don't look anything alike and that I kind of like can't believe that you would even come in here talking this shit on a live stream? And Mike and the good doctor over here, isn't it? It's a more of a I was the first version and you was like the offspring of that. Right. Explain the offspring of that. Meaning, you are exactly what you keep saying. You are a Russian-built android, dummy. You gotta think about it. Think about it, Livingston. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about like you guys are like really taking this too far. This is one hell of a place to bring a live stream. Okay,
You have
I gotta
to
applaud
look
your storytelling
at the back
ability right now.
of your left heel, Livingston man. Take a good look at the back of your left heel. What does it say?
Made in Russia. But it's written in like Cyrillic.
It's because it's upside down.
Oh, yeah. LB.
So
what is this?
in the middle
I'll
of
show
your
you mine, okay? Not that, you asshole. Show me your stupid little. And you got one too.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to tell you before you so rudely interrupted. With your sharp wit and your good looks. I'm proud of you, son. I really wish you would not fucking call me that. It's too bad. It's too bad. You could have been something, but Mike programmed you a little off. You ever think maybe you're just off? You think everybody else is fucking nuts, but it's you. It's you, kid. You're all fucked up. That's your problem. It's not your problem. Oh, it's your problem for sure, but it's not your fault. It's Mike's fault. He doesn't know how to program a living.
Shut up, Malone.
Malone, I think you're being, I think you're again deflecting, what you are trying to say on to everyone else. You are trying to blame Michael for what is wrong with what. Now you call him your son. You were enraged by his existence when you first saw him. You were mad you were not the only one. Now you're so proud of yourself. Listen to you, Doc, all real fucking arrogant over in the corner there. I thought Livingston told you to sit there and be weird. And you were doing a pretty good job of it, I gotta say. Anyway, I'm finding this to be a little insane. All right, so now I can't believe I never noticed. I always just thought that was some weird birthmark on my foot.
No.
Weird. I'm like, okay, and I only just noticed that like weird cable you have plugged into my abdomen there. All right.
That's custom built. I had to find a way to try and power you up.
Why did that guy, Malone, how did you just use my voice like that? Why is Malone plugged into USB? What the fuck's going on here?
So, when I came home...
That's fucking weird. He just...
From the Russian Arms Bazaar, there was a few more of you. And I thought that I had kept only you. But apparently, there was a prototype. Mr. Malone / Livingston man here, and this cool little keyboard right here, Livingston man, allows us to program things like you to be the way that they are. And this cable that's plugged into Mr. Malone / Livingston man is a direct uplink to this programming keyboard here.
Why did he just talk like me? Are you me, Malone? Yeah, I'm you, dude.
Is indeed your exact programming.
Why'd you make him fat? Hey, fuck you, dude. It's not my fault. I was programmed this
Oh,
way.
I didn't
That's
make
really bugging me
him
out that he sounds just like me.
fat. I didn't make him fat. He made himself fat.
Oh yeah, and
This is like 20 years of neglect
we're
here.
robots. How do you mean that he got
Well,
fat?
you can alter your body type and style. You can
If you had
be
let me
more
finish-
muscular, less muscular, more fat, less fat, but you're all the same height to start.
Why does he? I don't gain weight.
Well, it's just you.
Malone, if you speak in my voice again, I'm going to come over this desk.
Doc.
You'll need to replug in the cables that Livingston man pulled out.
Oh.
Anyway, idiot, like I was trying to tell you, we network with each other. There's more than one of us, and all of us look different. The problem, if you want to call it that, they did with me, was I was too perfect. I was too much like a human. I can get sick. I can get fat. I probably will die trying to go up the stairs to get out of this place. But what they fixed in all the current generations and subsequent ones was that you guys are immune to things. And, you have like stronger skeletons and support beams up in your legs and what have you. Whereas what they saw with my, they took away, that's why you don't drink or smoke. I drink and smoke all the time. Yeah, but it's different. There's filters and things in there that aren't in the original version. So what happens with me is that I age and am abused just like a human body would. They achieved perfection first and then decided that perfection was not exactly ideal, though. Very profound, Malone. I cannot believe that you would have such a opinion on such things. Yeah, I do know a thing or two, Doc. Okay, I've been around a whole long time. And as, some kind of invincible cybernetic being, it's real interesting to see myself wasting away. I lost a leg to diabetes. I grew a new one. Problem is, I'm still dying anyway. I ate like 3 men. And like everybody laughs at it, which I think is interesting. Yeah, sometimes you get that urge. It's part of their combat program, and it was meant to make it look like the victim was more by some kind of animal rather than some kind of person that they might look for. So infiltrators, supposed to be gray men. You're not the only one, kid. It's just bugging me out. So how do I know there's another one around? Well, we don't know where they all are, our brothers and sisters, but we all share the same basic moral code, and code is in the computer sense. Interesting. So they said that we networked when we came into the room together. Yeah, more or less our powers are now enhanced twice. We are now imagine you hooking 2 computers together and now you have double the power. That's kind of how we work. The more of us that come into contact with each other, the more powerful we'll become. This is some superhero shit. This is bullshit. Stupid looking doctor over there. Why don't you say something? He goes, you specifically instructed me not to. Yeah, and I'm going to do it again. Just look weird. Cool. This is the craziest live stream I have ever been a part of. This is wild. I can't believe you came up with this, Mike.
I didn't.
I can't believe you got Detective Malone to come in here and somehow. How long has he been practicing my voice?
Not long.
This is absolutely crazy. Come on, you guys, give it up. This is fucking some prank shit. This is unbelievable.
Wish.
You knew I was going out shopping. You
I
concocted this elaborate
No, I
thing.
just came to edit some video, and next thing I know, there's pounding on the door, and this raspy voice is screaming, "It's us! Let us in! Let us in!" And I'm like, "Who the fuck is us?" And it's your house, so I don't want to be rude. And I open the door, and these 2 come in, and now here I am.
This is wild. It's not even going to give it up either, and that's really cool, man. But I assume. Let's see. What you started this at 6:30? It's 7:32. Wild, you guys. I mean, I know me and Detective Malone are going to have a fucking couple beers after this, and we'll see what the weird doctor, he's probably got some cool-ass drugs I can't pronounce, just letters and numbers and shit. But, listen, on behalf of myself and, of course, Dr. Bratwurstheider, Detective Malone, and of my good buddy Mike, I bid you a fabulous evening, and I'm happy you guys watched. Christ, you didn't even turn the camera on the whole time. You know that? Oh my God, I can never leave you alone, Mike. Anyway, it was really cool to, I guess, hang out with you guys at least here. This is a cool ass story. I can't believe you guys did this. This is fun. Sucks only 10 people were here for it, dude. Wow. Cool. Yeah, I just want to say, to everybody, with the holidays coming up, you should, probably water your Christmas tree and take your hose off the spigot. You ain't do that yet. And you're going to want to, just love the one you with. That is, if you can't be with the one you love. I'm not talking about adultery here. You know what I'm saying, okay? So, one last thing, why don't we let the doc say, Guten Tag or whatever it is, his thing is over there. I already told you, I will not sing the stupid Christmas carol, Tannenbaum, oh Tannenbaum. I will not do it. But I do, in fact, wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if we are not again seen before then. And if I do, in fact, see before then, we will then share in another, perhaps more personal sharings of season's greetings. You guys are fucking crazy, dude. All right. Listen, whatever just happened here, you guys, I fucking love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you soon. Peace.